So today is Christ the King Sunday. It's the end of the year for the church. Next Sunday we begin a new liturgical year with Advent. But on this last Sunday we reflect on the person behind it all, Christ the King. And though we don't use language like this to talk about Jesus very often, Christ is indeed a king. He's the ultimate king. Even though, as we read in our gospel, he refused to act like one. Now let's take a moment to think about that. How does a king act? Pilate, the king that oversaw the crucifixion of Christ, he acted like a king. He was powerful. He could decide whether people lived or died, and he used that power. If someone got in his way, if they posed any threat to himself or the Roman Empire, he would just have them killed. Just like that. No second thoughts about it. He had that kind of power. That's what a king is like. But that wasn't Jesus. He was a different kind of king. The reason I have this screen up today is I wanted to show you something that I have been collecting my whole career. Really most of my life now. These are pictures of Christ. It's just a portion of the many I have. And as we look at these pictures in silence, I ask you to just reflect on what each of these pictures says about Jesus, about who he is. Jesus was a different kind of king. What words would you describe the kind of king he is? What did you see in those pictures? By our standards, that's no king at all. But by God's standards, that's the King of Kings. Because of the cross, we have a king like Jesus, a king who loves. Jesus is the king of love. His throne was the cross. His crown is a crown of thorns. In God's kingdom, Christ shares our fears and our experiences and our frailties. In the reign of God, the powerful one doesn't intimidate the weak, but cares for them. The person in authority doesn't use others, but seeks them out and crowns them with mercy. What kind of king is this? This is the King of Kings. This is the king that came to us so that we could see God, truly see who God is. This is the king that made himself weak so that we could be strong. A king that died so that we could live. This is the king that walks with us in our lives. This is what we mean when we say that Jesus is king. We are his kingdom. Amen.